Right, with this we're going to look at, as we said, blockwork, because we're now into surface area and blockwork. But while we're here, we might as well just refresh our memories and keep everything sort of doing and what we have been learning so far. And so we will start off just quickly by doing the brickwork on here. So again, if we remember right, early on in the first lessons, the first thing we're going to do is again just find the total surface area. So again, the length times the height, and the length we're looking at here, again, as we always say, convert into meters, so that's going to be 7.5 meters length, and where we have 2400, that is going to be 2.4 meters. So to get the total surface area, we need to first of all go 7.5 multiplied by 2.4 equals, so we have 18 square meters squared, underlined as we always say. We can see here we've got an adjustment, so we're just going to write the adjustment. We only have one adjustment, so there's not really any need to, as we did before, mark these into area A and area B, etc., because again there is just the one. So the adjustment here is 2.1, because again you got 2100 millimeters, which again you can see is 2100, which in turn is 2 meters 100. So 2.1 multiplied by, and that's just under a meter there, 0.9 equals. So we can see the area of our doorway is going to be 2.1 multiplied by 0.9. And again, just notice how the 0.9 looks on the calculator. Equals, and we have 1.89 meters squared. So this is the total that we had. So all we need to do is have 18 meters squared, minus 1.89, and that will give us our total area with a deduction of the door. So we have 18 minus 1.89 equals, so the total physical surface area that we have that we need bricks and blocks for is 16.11 meters squared. With this being a cavity wall, I would say it's highly likely that it would be in stretcher bond, so I'm just going to write in here this is going to be stretcher bond. Okay, so with that we know that with stretcher bond we're going to be looking at 60 bricks per square meter. And again, if you are watching this video for the first time, if you go back to the early ones, which would be calculations lessons 1, 2 and 3, we go through all of this in slightly more detail. Obviously at this stage we have done that, so we can quicken up what we're doing. So we've got 60 bricks on there, so what we're going to have is 16.11 multiplied by 60, and that's going to give us 966 bricks for that. Right, to work out the block work, what we now need to do is just determine, if you remember from the last video, which block we're going to use. Now the ones that I tend to use, we're going to say that we're going to be using traditional mortar on here, not a thin joint, so we're going to be going for one of these ones, because if I just highlight, these ones are normally laid in mortar, and these two, the large format and the Jumbo Plus, they are specifically for thin joint block work. So again, they have a 3mm joint with the special adhesive, and these will have mortar just the same as what brickwork does. So out of these, I am going to choose that we use a standard plus, simply because they're a bigger block and they tend to go down a lot quicker than the standard ones. So we can see here we're now looking at 7 blocks per square meter. So back to our 16.11 times 7 because of that block. Just a reminder, that's what we're looking at there. Okay, so we're going to have, get rid of that from last time, 16.11 multiplied by 7 gives us 100, and I'm going to say 13 blocks. Okay.